Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football, coming at you with some breaking news as Jaden Rashada, the number 5 quarterback in the 2023 class and 5th ranked recruit out of California, has officially committed to the University of Miami. It seemed like Florida had the edge, and then Miami comes in late and gets the commitment. This is obviously a massive get for Miami. This is what they brought Mario Cristobal in to do. The recruiting needed to get better at the University of Miami. Cristobal is one of the best recruiters in the country. He did it at Oregon, and he's going to try to do it at Miami and get that talent to come to Miami, and he's done it here with Jaden Rashada. Before we get into the player and what this means for Miami, I just wanted to say thank you guys for the support you guys have shown the channel. Over 1,000 subscribers. I love talking college football with you guys in the comment section. If you guys do like talking ball, consider subscribing to the channel. And then let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this commitment. Now, let's talk about Jaden Rashada as a player. By no means do I consider myself a high school scout, but I did check out some of his high school film, some of his high school highlights, and there's a couple of things that really jumped out. One, the frame. He's 6'4". He can make any throw on the football field, and he showed that. Now, he's 185 pounds, probably needs to get up to around 210 pounds. He's going to do that in his first year at Miami. Guys blow up during their first year in college football program, the strength and conditioning staff will get him right. But what I noticed and what kind of seems to set him apart is he's a phenomenal athlete at extending plays, but a lot of those quarterbacks are. What he does, which is really special, is he doesn't look to run when he extends those plays. He keeps his eyes downfield and finds guys downfield to throw to. He's a throw-first kind of guy, and that's what translates the most to the college level. When you look at guys who really relied on their legs to make a lot of plays happen, they tend to struggle to adjust to when a Clemson defensive line is bearing down on you. Can't always outrun those guys. You got to be looking to throw first, and that's what Rashada does. He is an athlete that can extend plays outside the pocket, but he looks to throw, and he is really good at throwing off platform. Great deep ball. He's accurate. There is a lot to like about this kid and his development. Now, what it means to Miami is they are set at quarterback for a very long time. I mean, Josh Gaddis comes in, one of the best offensive coordinators in the country, but you got Tyler Van Dyke this year. He's supposed to be a first-round talented NFL draft guy, and so he might only play one more year. But then you got a guy like Jake Garcia. So this will be when Jaden Rashada is in his true freshman year. He's not going to have to be thrown into the fire. Jake Garcia is a guy that I when I watched the spring game 2 years ago, I thought he was going to be the guy as a true freshman after De'Aaron Kim, because Jake Garcia looked awesome in the spring game, and he's a top 50 guy in his own right who's very talented. So you got a kind of a progression here with Tyler Van Dyke, Jake Garcia, and then Jaden Rashada is going to be waiting in the rings to play a couple of years too. That's been the biggest flaw with Miami, if you look back at that team, is they just haven't had consistent quarterback play. Even when it was Derek King, he was banged up, had trouble throwing within the pocket. You go back to a guy like N'Kosi Perry, Jaron Williams, guys that just weren't that good at quarterback for the University of Miami. They now seem to have an absolutely stacked quarterback room that's young, and it really is timed out really well. So they're going to have some really, really good quarterback play. Miami fans, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this, because the only thing I'm worried about for this Miami team right now going into 2022 and in the future is the wide receivers seem a little weak. I watched the spring game. We did our season preview on them. Frank Ladson comes in from Clemson. He's might be your wide receiver one. You have a couple guys that excite me, but I just worry about the pass catching unit. But a really good quarterback can make up for that. That's what Tyler Van Dyke did last year. Charleston Rambo is good. He will be missed, but you do have some talented guys that just need to step up. But the University of Miami seems absolutely set at the quarterback spot. Now, for the Florida fans who are checking this out, this one hurts because your depth at that quarterback room is kind of going the opposite direction. Billy Napier, obviously in his first year, has seemed to trouble closing out these recruits. And you have a guy like Emory Jones who transfers out. And then you have a guy like Del Rio Wilson who just transferred to Syracuse. So that young quarterback group that you kind of were excited about to kind of take over after Anthony Richardson has seemingly been depleted, and this would have been a really, really good get to kind of situate yourself in with future quarterback play. So obviously the University of Miami with a massive pickup. I'm very excited to see what Josh Gaddis can do with all the weapons they're accumulating. And this is a guy that I think Josh Gaddis is a really good fit in Miami. At Michigan, I say we're because I am a Michigan fan. We wanted to run the ball a lot at Michigan. That's kind of what they do. That's what Jim Harbaugh used to do. And so there was a little bit of tension between Gaddis and Harbaugh and how they wanted that offense to look, because Gaddis came in and was preaching this speed in space, similar to what he did at Alabama. That speed in space is going to work at Miami because they recruit faster players that don't necessarily run between the tackles really well, but they're really good in space. Think of guys like Henry Parrish in the transfer portal, Jalen Knight in the Rooster. I think that's what they call him. This is really an exciting offense, and Josh Gaddis is kind of starting to compile some weapons for this to really be an exciting offense that University of Miami has. So that'll do it for our little Jaden Rashada breaking news. Again, I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking us out. Let us know in the comment section how you guys are feeling about the commitment. We'll talk to y'all later. Subscribe to the channel if you guys do like the content. Talk to you later. Peace.